Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Well, I want to talk about the carnage in the SEC because I think we were talking about it earlier. I think that's the biggest storyline for me. We saw Tennessee lose. We saw Alabama get smacked. We saw the Kentucky that doesn't want to defend decide to show up. So, which one of those three teams are you the most worried about?
Ooh, I would for sure say Alabama. I would for sure say Alabama, and it's basically because they don't guard anybody. They don't guard anybody this year, and they're a really talented team offensively. They got guys that can score the ball. Most nights that I watch them play, they're in the high 80s or the 90s when the game finishes. But on 85% of those nights, they're giving up about the same amount as well too, man. So and a lot of times to bad offensive teams that struggle scoring the ball. So I definitely see them as a team that could quite easily run into one of these small schools in the early rounds and just get absolutely lit up. Somebody gets hot from the 3-point line or whatever it may be. But I'm seriously concerned about Alabama going into this thing.
Yeah, the defense is a big issue. We talked about Kentucky's defense all season long. I think that the Alabama defense is a much bigger issue. When it comes to Kentucky, I don't feel any differently than I did before tonight's performance. I think that they kind of are what they are. And there's going to be nights where this happens. And there's going to be nights where somebody like a Wade Taylor and a Boots Radford, when they go nuts and Kentucky is not playing their A game offensively, this is kind of what you are going to get from them. This is part of the deal in my mind, Goodman.
I mean, listen, Kentucky is what they are. You're right. Like, whether they won the whole SEC tournament or lost tonight, it really doesn't change my opinion either. They can get hot. They can beat anybody. And it's not like Texas A&M's a bad team. I mean, they've underachieved most of the year. And this type of game is perfect for Wade Taylor. These are the games he's built for, right? Go up and down. It's like a track meet, an AU game in a way. He was efficient tonight. It plays right into what Wade Taylor wants to do. And again, listen, Texas A&M, they've got those bigs. They can rebound. Kentucky really doesn't have good bigs still. And that, again, is going to worry me because I think it's going to catch up with them at some point in the tournament.
Let me tell you about our newest partner for the month of March, Splash Sports, the home of certified community competition, where you get to play against your friends and not the house. Whatever game it is that you are playing, from survivors to tiers to pick X, the safest way to play for real money without the hassle of having to track down deposits or worry about payments is through Splash. They have partnered with PaySafe, the best deposit and payment system in the world, to ensure that money stays in safe hands and is delivered to the right places. To join the Field of 68 Survivor Madness, click the link in our profile below and join in. Entries are $5 a pop with a prize pool of up to $4,500. Winner take all.
Yeah. And we saw it catch up with them tonight. And again, it doesn't change to me who they are, what they can be, and where I think that their postseason can be headed. That team can get to, I think they can get to Phoenix. And I think that my guess, I'm going to have them in Phoenix in my bracket. Yes, absolutely. I think they can get to Phoenix. And the biggest reason I think that is there aren't very many guys like Wade Taylor out there, right? Like, there's a reason why Wade Taylor is Wade Taylor. There's a reason he was the SEC preseason player of the year. Now, does that mean that they are going to, like, I think that UConn kind of is inevitable at this point. I think as long as, it looks like
inevitable. Inevitable.
Yeah, it does. It feels like
Jerel,
it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Jerel, are you going to let him get away with that? Inevitable.
I'm just waiting till tomorrow, Jeff. I'm just waiting till tomorrow, Jeff.
Hey, is Coley coming out with a cape?
I would call the tall cappuccino out if he didn't admit that he said the same thing over there courtside. No, but like I think UConn is a machine at this point. I think that Houston is a machine at this point, assuming they stay healthy. I think Purdue is about as close as you can get to those three. And I think North Carolina is like they're really, really damn good. Beyond the top three and maybe the top four, I think once you get past that, any one of those, all those teams got warts. And if you were to tell me that anybody else in the country loses in the second round, Yeah, I get it. If you tell me any of those, like that next group of 10 makes the Final Four, I'm like, yeah, they can absolutely do that. So yes, I absolutely do think that Kentucky's good enough to make the Final Four. It's just, they are not matchup proof. I think that's the best way to say it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say
go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, I was just gonna say I say that. I mean,
Take it. Tall
I would
cappuccino.
I would feel a little bit different. Like Kentucky is easily, they have the talent to get there. I would feel a little bit better, like if they just like defensively even tried to scheme up more stuff. Clearly they don't guard the ball well enough as a unit, just man to man. But I feel like we just see the same thing every single time, and and they just can't stop anybody. So like even if they mixed in or switched in some zone or something like that, man, I feel like they they kind of like if Calipari mixed it up a little bit more, they would probably be able to keep teams off balance enough. Why I say, yeah, I could see them getting to a Final Four. Because they definitely had a talent, but they're the same way. Like Alabama's not as talented as Kentucky, and neither one guards. So
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.